The Chet Akins Guitar Festival is a great opportunity to see some incredible pickin' talent. We headed out to the festival when we heard about the international duo of Loren and Mark. Their fingerstyle guitar playing has earned them countless fans through their tours in Europe and the U.S. We had a chance to talk to them about their international appeal and find out what made them start performing together.
We're here today. There's a lot of festivities going on behind us, and I've caught up with Loren and Mark, who come to us from New Zealand and New York. How awesome. What a combination. Now, how in the world, first tell us what we're doing here today.
Okay. We're here at the annual Chet Akins Appreciation Society convention, and it's basically just 4 days of guitar concerts in tribute to and sort of celebrating the music of Chet Akins.
And now you two are a duo, and you both play, obviously, guitars. How did you connect? Because that's like around the world to get together.
Well, it was really through the magic of Tommy Emmanuel, who's a guitarist from Australia. He was one of the last guitarists to record with Chet Akins. And Mark and I met up at a camp that he was teaching at. He's from the other side of the world. I'm from New York. We met in Ohio, and we've been able to stay in touch, and now we're out touring the world.
Performing today, and you've performed here before at the Chet Akins event. Talk a little bit about that. Tell us what it's about.
Well, a couple of years ago, Loren and I sort of met up here, and that's when we really started playing together, and we got played on the open mics, you know, and did a few little things, and then last year we were invited to play on the main stage as headline guests, so that was kind of our first year last year of playing, and we've just managed to make a lot of friends here and a lot of fans, and this is one of our favorite events of the year to play at, because people are just so into the music and so into the guitar, and it's just so inspiring to be here in this environment. And we're just about to play on the main stage, and we're going to do a whole mixture of original tunes and also some arrangements that we've done of Chet's music.
Great, and tell me a little bit, what's different about your music and the combination with the guitars, and how would you describe it for our viewers?
Well, I've heard around here they call us the Everly Brothers of the guitars. Cool. Everybody knows who the Everly Brothers are. Yes. But we tried to keep the melody, that was inspired by Chet Akins, keeping the melody fresh and out there, but then doing the things around it that just kind of separate us from the next duo, I guess, We can do the flash stuff, but we like playing things from the heart, so hopefully that's what sets us apart.
Great. And you have an album?
Yeah. We released our first album last year in May, and just last week our brand new album Onward has come out, and this event is the first time we're selling it, so we've got 2 albums out now, and they're both available on our website at lorenandmark.com.
All right. Yeah. What a wonderful opportunity. So talk about your touring, because you go all over the world.
That's right. Because of the Chet Akins thing last year, there were some people from France here, and they brought us to headline their guitar festival in Bordeaux. So that was one of the first really cool gigs that we got to do. It was my first trip to Europe. Mark's been there several times. So that was just cool, for me especially. And then we went on to Germany and do a handful of shows, and now we're pretty much playing all over the United States. And we're going back to Europe next April. So it's just been a really exciting time, especially at a guy my ripe age, and this youngster taking me around, so it's just been awesome.
You guys are great. I love that. You can just see the energy between the two of you. Now, talk a little bit about here in America, where people can catch you, because you're doing the tour here. What are some of the cities?
Well, at the moment we're predominantly on the East Coast, so we're playing. We're actually doing a festival up in Maine at the end of July, and we're going to be playing in Memphis and in West Virginia and a lot of lot of cities in New York State. And
some in Pennsylvania, I guess, as well.
Yeah.
Pennsylvania, yeah.
Super busy.
Some of the theaters kind of are small, you know, because not a lot of people know us. But once in a while, we land something bigger like this, so it's just exciting. It's an exciting time.
I want to talk too a little bit about this event and the people that are here. And you can see the guitars in the background behind us. I mean, people come from around the world. And then you mentioned to me earlier, there's just a lot of great performers and entertainers that are here, and they're just hanging out.
Yeah. As I was saying before, a whole lot of guitar players from all around the world come. We've got people from Sweden and Australia and Ireland and England, and it's just a real international gathering of people who have been, I guess, inspired by Chet Akins. So the great thing about this festival is that all the main performers all stay at the hotel, so everyone just gets to hang out for the whole time. And there'll be Tommy Emmanuel down the hallway just jamming with some young kids, and then Martin Taylor will be around the corner, and it's just such a down-to-earth time of enjoying the guitar.
And this is obviously, they're having it this week because NAMM is kicked off here in Nashville, and there's a ton of musicians in town for that.
The city's on fire.
The city is on fire.
Especially if you're a guitar player.
And Loren and Mark are here, and they're going to perform. That's so exciting. It's so nice to catch up with you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you for being in Nashville from all around the world.
It's time now for our weekly songwriter tip, brought to you by our friends at Nashville Songwriters Association International. This week we sit down with Debbie Cochran as she talks about important details in a song.
Remember that you're telling a story. If you were to sit down across from me at a coffee shop and say, I met this really interesting guy last night, I would lean in and I would expect you to tell me some interesting details. So don't get caught up in writing a song. Remember that you're telling a story, and go back and worry about the rhyme and the length and the musical elements of it after you're sure what the story is.
You can learn more about NSAI by visiting NashvilleSongwriters.com. That's about all the time we have for today's show, but if you want to enter this week's drawing for those new albums from Loren and Mark, you have to enter online at InsideMusicRoad.com. Now, if you want to get Inside Music Road to go, search for the True Country app and download it today to get exclusive artist features and interviews. We're going to leave you today with Second Harvest volunteer Kelly Pickler and her hit, Best Days of Your Life. Until next time, I'm Bailey for Inside Music Road, and I'll see you again real soon.